A very good afternoon, class. So, we have already started with a new chapter of our syllabus. That was lesson number 3, issue of shares. I hope you all are going through the videos. If any doubt, please let me know. So, continuing the topic further, here is Mr. Boss Baby who is with us throughout the lesson. Welcome, Mr. Boss Baby, again for the lecture. So, class, today our topic is dealing with issue of shares. Now, what is basically issue of shares? Now, issue of shares means whenever a company is new or existing, it requires capital throughout the throughout the lifetime of the company. Now, for what purposes does the company needs capital? So, capital is nothing but money invested in the business. So, basically, the company needs capital to start a new project, to expand or diversify its business, or to repay its debts, correct, or loans, whatever it has taken from the public or from its creditors. All right. In order to raise funds, the company has got two options, that is borrowing loans or issuing shares, debentures, bonds, etc. Now, in case if the company decides to sell its shares, in that case, the company has got two options. That is, it can issue preference shares or it can issue equity shares. As we saw last time, the share capital, classification of share capital, always in case of share capital, the equity shares ratio or proportion is more in compared to preference share capital. Now, we are moving forward. What are the different methods of issue of shares? So, if the company is deciding to issue the shares to the public, what all types of methods it can undertake to do that? In your textbook, you have 4 different methods. For today, we are just completing the first method, that is A part, public offer. So, in case if you want funds, if you want capital from the public, this is one of the methods you can follow, that is the public offer. Now, public offer is divided into two, that is IPO and FPO. IPO stands for initial public offer and FPO stands for further public offer or follow-on public offer. We'll see all the topics one by one. So, coming to the first main heading, public issue or public offers of shares. Now, what is this? As the name suggests, public issue, that means offering the shares to the public, giving the public, the investors, an opportunity to buy or subscribe the shares of the given company. It is considered as one of the most common methods which is undertaken by maximum companies. Public issue or public offers of shares is nothing but invitation given to the public to subscribe the shares through prospectus. So remember class, this we have already studied last year. Prospectus is nothing but an invitation given to the public by the company to subscribe for its shares. और बिडुलो क्या हाल चाल, कैसा चल रहा है मैडम? Everything's fine, Mr. Boss Baby. So Mr. Boss Baby is here to help us out in order to study the two pricing methods to offer shares to the public, which is very, very important one. Yes, madam, but मैं अभी नहीं समझाऊंगा. आप पहले उनको theoretical part explain कर दो, उसके बाद मैं entry लेता हूँ. Till then, public बने रहना, ठीक है? Thank you, Mr. Boss Baby. So there are two pricing methods to offer the shares to the public. So whenever a company decides to issue shares to the public, it undertakes two pricing methods. There are different methods. So we'll be studying those methods in detail today. So the two pricing methods consist of fixed price issue method or book building method. Now let us see both the methods one by one. Okay. So coming to the first method, fixed price issue method. Now fixed price issue, as the name suggests, the price is already fixed and the quantity also is fixed. So the fixed price issue method states, the company states in its prospectus the quantity and price of its shares. कितने शेयर इशू कर रहे हैं और कितने प्राइस में इशू कर रहे हैं. दिस इज ऑलरेडी मेंशन्ड इन द प्रोस्पेक्टस. इट इज लाइक अगर मैं 100 रुपए में ऑफर कर रही हूँ, तुमको खरीदना है तो खरीदो वरना छोड़ दो. इट इज like this. The offer is if you want to buy, invest, otherwise leave it. That is fixed price. The subscribers or investors are asked to pay a certain portion of face value of the shares or entire price along with the application. The company comes to know the demand of its shares only after the end of the subscription period. Usually, the subscription period is kept for certain days, that is 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. So after those days are over, only then the company can know how much public has subscribed to its particular shares. The company can issue shares at par or premium. At par means if I am keeping the face value of my share 100 rupees, I am offering it at 100 rupees only. That is at par, equal. But the face value of my shares is 100 rupees. But I am offering the public at 150 rupees. So that 50 rupees extra is called as the premium. Now this particular method is used in all types of issues like public issue, rights issue, ESOS. We'll be studying this in the next lecture. That is employee stock option scheme, etc. So up till here is the pattern clear, class? So methods of issuing shares to the public offer. We are still on public offer. Now the public offer can be done in two ways, that is fixed price and book building. So we have completed fixed price. We are on complete fixed price right now. So this is something additional given in your textbook. I want you all to just go through this. When a company issues shares at a price above the face value, as I told you, what is the meaning of premium? Example, a share having a face value of 100 is issued at 150. So that 50 rupees is called as the premium. But this particular extra amount has to be put in a separate account, which is called as securities premium account. The premium cannot be considered as profit and so cannot be used for the distribution of dividend. This you have to keep in mind. All right. Moving on to the next method, the book building method. Most of the IPOs or most of the current public offers which are done are undertaken by book building method. That means if the ratio is out of 100, I'll say 70% of the public offers, public issues are done through book building method. Now, what is this method? Pay attention. Now, some of the topics in this method will be bouncers for you all. So just pay attention to what I'm reading, because the practical aspect, as I told you all, will be explained by none other than Mr. Boss Baby. And when he explains, I hope the topic will be very clear to you all. So what happens in book building method is the issuer company first has to hire an investment bank. Like for example, say ICICI. Now, ICICI is an investment bank who will help the issuer company, that is, for example, in our case, take BB's Private Company Limited to issue the shares to the public. So that this investment banker will be the leader, will be the manager throughout the procedure. So Boss Baby doesn't have to take any tension regarding the issue of shares, because the lead merchant banker, he has hired a merchant bank, a leader bank, to help him out. Now, if ICICI is finding it difficult to issue the shares, so what happens is he will also take other banks, other colleague banks, you can say. He will hire other banks, say Union Bank or Bank of Baroda, and tell them, you also please help me out, because I won't be able to issue all the issue with all the procedure, or won't be able to issue and help the company by issuing all his shares, publishing all the shares. So those bankers who are the colleagues who are helping the ICICI bank, they become the syndicate members. Okay. So the issuer company determines the number of shares and the issue price of the shares by bidding. So यहाँ पे bidding होती है. The public are given an opportunity to bid for the shares of the company, and all these bidding are recorded by the lead merchant bankers in a book. That is why they are also called as the book runners. Okay. The red herring prospectus is issued. This we have already covered last year. It is called as incomplete prospectus. It contains the price range or the price band and asks investors to bid. So basically, red herring prospectus is issued because it is an incomplete prospectus. Neither the quantity nor the price, nothing is mentioned, because as I told you, the number of shares and the issue price is undertaken by bidding. The bidding is done. So that is why red herring prospectus is issued. Now bidding is done in a price band. Band means एक minimum price होगा और एक maximum price होगा. So the minimum price, the lower end price is called as the floor price, and the higher end price, the maximum price, is called as the ceiling or cap price. And the final price at which the shares are offered are called as cutoff price. Okay, so we'll be studying all this by Boss Baby, so don't take any tension, just listen to the theoretical concept. Bidding is kept open for 5 days. As I told, subscription period hota hai. The bids along with the application money is to be submitted to the lead merchant banks. Suna tha na? I gave you example ICICI Bank ka. They are also called as the book runners because they record all the bidding which is coming from the public in a book. After that, the company fixes the cutoff price by seeing the highest or the best price at which all the shares of the company's offers can be sold. Now, it is used for public offers like IPO and FPO, which we'll be studying right now in some time. तो बेडू लोग, मैडम ने बहुत अच्छे से तुमको एक्सप्लेन किया क्या टॉपिक होता है फिक्स्ड प्राइस में और बुक बिल्डिंग में. अब मैं तुमको प्रैक्टिकली समझाता हूँ मैडम ने जो भी तुमको थ्योरी में बोला. तो ध्यान देना बॉस. फिक्स्ड प्राइस मेथड. अभी कंसिडर करो ये मेरी कंपनी है बीबीज कंपनी प्राइवेट लिमिटेड. हमारे कंपनी ने सोचा कि हम लोग इशू प्राइस करने वाले हैं, अपना जो कैपिटल कलेक्ट करने वाले हैं वो होगा 3000 करोड़ का. नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स जो अपन इशू करेंगे वो होंगे 10 करोड़ के शेयर्स. ओके, अब मेरा इशू प्राइस होगा 300 पर शेयर. लास्ट टाइम देखा था ना 10 रुपए पर शेयर. इस केस में मैंने 300 रुपए पर शेयर रखा है मेरा इशू प्राइस. अब मैंने यहाँ पे एक एक शेयर खरीदने के लिए नहीं बनाया है, यहाँ पे मैंने लॉट बनाया. लॉट माने बंडल. एक बंडल में 50 शेयर होंगे. तो मान लो पब्लिक अगर एक लॉट खरीदती है मेरा 50 शेयर का, तो उसका मिनिमम इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना होगा 15,000. कैसे? 50 इंटू 300 हो गए 15,000. तो वैसे ही अगर आप 5 लॉट खरीदते हो तो आप खुद देख सकते हो आप कितना इन्वेस्ट कर पाओगे मेरे कंपनी में. 5 इंटू 50 का एक लॉट इंटू 300 का पर शेयर हो गया. उस हिसाब से आप इन्वेस्टमेंट निकाल सकते हो. मतलब ये पूरे रामायण में मेरा इशूड कैपिटल फिक्स था, कितने शेयर इशू करने वाला हूँ, क्या प्राइस पे इशू करने वाला हूँ और कितने लॉट इशू कर सकते हो, आप कितने खरीद सकते हो, वो सब कुछ पहले से ही मेंशन्ड है. तुमको खरीदना है तो इन्वेस्ट करो, नहीं तो छोड़ दो. ये होता है फिक्स्ड प्राइस मेथड. अभी अपन चलते बुक बिल्डिंग मेथड पे. बुक बिल्डिंग मेथड क्या बोलता है? मान लो ये मेरी कंपनी है बीबीज कंपनी प्राइवेट लिमिटेड. नाउ यहाँ पे मैंने सोचा है कि मेरा इश्यू कैपिटल का रेंज होगा 2750 से 3000 करोड़. ठीक है. यहाँ पे भी नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स इशू जो मैं करने वाला हूँ वो होगा 10 करोड़ शेयर्स. यहाँ पे फ्लोर प्राइस जैसा मैडम ने तुमको एक्सप्लेन किया था, फ्लोर प्राइस मतलब मिनिमम प्राइस रहेगा 275 और कैप प्राइस होगा 300. ये होगा तुम्हारा सीलिंग प्राइस, मैक्सिमम प्राइस. लॉट साइज वही रखा है, एक लॉट 50 शेयर का. तो इफ यू आर बाइंग माय 1 लॉट का शेयर, सो वहां पे आप मिनिमम इन्वेस्टमेंट करोगे 13,750 से लेके 15,000. अब यहाँ पे बिडिंग होती है. बिडिंग इज नॉट डन सिंगल. एक एक शेयर करके बिडिंग नहीं करोगे तुम. कोई 275 पे करेगा, कोई 276 पे करेगा, कोई 277 पे करेगा, ऐसा नहीं होता है. यहाँ पे टिक प्राइस रखा जाता है. वो टिक प्राइस को क्या बोलते हैं? मल्टीपल डिसाइड किया जाता है. मान लो बिडिंग होगी 10-10 के मल्टीपल में, तो 275 के बाद 285, 285 के बाद 295, 295 के बाद 300. दैट इज बिडिंग. तो उस हिसाब से तुम देखोगे कि यहाँ पे बिड प्राइस के लिस्ट बनते हैं. 275 पे 4.8 crores, 285 पे 3.5 crores, 295 पे 4.7 crore and 305 पे 5.3 crores. Now in this case अगर आप लोग ध्यान दोगे तो 5.3 और 4.7 को अगर मैं ऐड करूं तो मेरे टोटल 10 करोड़ शेयर्स पूरे इशू हो रहे हैं. इस केस में मेरे जो सब्सक्राइबर्स होंगे वो ये दो क्लास वाले होंगे, दैट इज 295 और 305. और जो 295 से नीचे जिन्होंने बिड किया है उनको मेरी कंपनी में शेयर्स नहीं मिलेगा, तो वो लोग हो गए रिजेक्ट यहाँ पे. तो बेसिकली जो लोग मेरे कंपनी में शेयर्स इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं वो होंगे 295 वाले और 305 वाले. सो 295 हो जाएगा अपना कट ऑफ प्राइस, और जिन लोगों ने एक्स्ट्रा पे बिड किया है उनको रिफंड मिल जाएगा 10 रुपए पर शेयर के हिसाब से. आया समझ में व्हाट इज बुक बिल्डिंग मेथड एंड व्हाट इज फिक्स्ड प्राइस मेथड? ओके, just give me a second class. All right, so are you all clear with the topic, the fixed price and book building? Okay, so a company can make public offer by two methods, as we saw already in the previous slides. That is, one is the IPO, initial public offer, and the second is FPO, further or follow on public offer. So IPO, initial means starting, for the first time. So it refers to the first time offering of the company's shares to the public. So when the company issues its shares first time to the public, पहली बार issue करते हैं तो उसको बोला जाता है IPO, initial public offer. It can be issued by both the companies, whether it is new or existing or old. So the definition states the first time a company offers its shares to the public is called as IPO. Now, if your company has never issued shares to the public, that is before initial public offer, your shares are privately held and it is not compulsory that you are listed, your company is listed. But once you do the IPO, then after that you become the listed company. So basically before IPO, you are not listed, but after IPO, you will become listed. That means your shares can be bought and sold in an open market. Now, IPO can be done by two methods, as we saw, fixed price or bidding method. Bidding method means book building method. And maximum method nowadays are done under book building. Okay. Moving forward to the next one, FPO. So FPO is follow on or further public offer. So when the company issues shares to the public after the IPO, so initial means you have already issued your shares to the public. Again, if you are issuing shares to the public, that is called as FPO. That is follow on or further public offer. So the definition, every issue of the company's shares to the public after the IPO is called as FPO. FPO leads to an increase in the subscribed capital of the company. So followed class, this was the first method we saw how a company can issue shares and raise the funds from the public. So the public offer can be done under two ways, IPO, FPO, and IPO and FPO can be done by two methods, that is fixed price and book building method. Okay, so we stop here for today class. I hope the concept is clear. Go through the videos and if any doubt, please let me know. So thank you so much class for listening to me, and we stop here.